was very hectic. I was not able to handle the stress, and I had an anxiety attack in the mid of June, and I was not able to concentrate on anything. And even for the one more 40-day program was happened, it's like I'm not able to touch that button also to click to join these classes. That much of negativity which was there, and again I built my strength, and I started this negative this with positivity that I will never stop it if I start it now. I started from September, and it's very peace in both in my personal front, in my job professional, and I am able to sit and do meditation for 2 times. I was not able to do meditation for one time for 15 to 20 minutes only, but now I'm proud that I'm able to do meditation both the time in the morning and in the evening.
And the most important thing I earned from meditation is the strength to overcome the emotional issues, the anxiety issues, the emotional issues. And also, what I have already mentioned, I was searching for appreciation. I was in search of appreciation. And we should not work for appreciation. We should work for our purpose. And I was in search of emotional support from others, whether it is your spouse or your kids or friends or relatives. I'm not searching for uh, this emotional support from anybody or anything. That's the strength I gained through meditation.
Trying to analyze things through the lens of why it is happening to me to switching to what it is trying to teach me. That is, of course, a very profound journey and then transition that at least I have found out. And then again, why some suffering has happened to me, analyzing and doing the decision analysis paralysis there to switching to a transition that I have got to. I'm blessed to be recovering from a suffering if something is happening, and it will pass as well.
Consciously. So I am a little bit more conscious about what I am doing, what I am saying. So same practice I am doing on my work. As it is government hospital, it is very heavy work on that. So I'm previously I'm irritating and scolding on the patients also, but now I'm more conscious and little bit calmness is there in me. So that will, and as the days means as we practice day by day, it will means it will more calm to me. So
and I'm very interested in meditation in many ways because it helps you all over you, especially for the stress management. It's very, very good to meditate because the stress goes down and you can do the things peacefully instead of getting all the nervousness and anxiety and all those feelings. With meditation is very good for me.
Good morning, good evening, masters and friends. A very warm welcome to all of you to day 25th of 40-day quantum 40-day program. Emotional intelligence is all about relationships. Yesterday, we've seen how meditation helps emotional intelligence with high EQ and all the qualities of emotional intelligence, like self-expression, self-awareness. It all starts with self-awareness first. Meditation greatly develops that awareness. We know ourselves more, better. So hence, we start expressing better. We start reacting instead of reacting. We respond better. So when we are clarity in our mind, our expression gets better, and thus we get more inspirational, engaging, empathy, all of those qualities of the emotional intelligence. So, with that said, with immense gratitude and joy, I look forward to another great transformative session, wisdom session and meditation. And today we have Rakesh sir with us. Thank you, Rakesh sir, for being with us. Welcome, and over to you.
Happy morning, friends, and a wonderful evening. Thank you, Sridevi Madam. Yes, emotional intelligence is at the core for having great relationships. Our life's experiences are had through our relationships. Relationship with others, relationship with family, relationship at work, relationship in your community. But at the most fundamental is a relationship with yourself. While intelligence quotient or intelligence can be taught or can be developed as a skill, you learn more skills, your intelligence develops. But emotional intelligence, or at the most fundamental part of emotional intelligence is emotional regulation, how we deal with our emotions. Many of us, we want to be, calm. We want to be fully aware what's happening. But when situations come, suddenly we seem to get triggered. We don't seem to be able to control ourselves. Until, of course, we come into meditation, when we start developing a lot of this awareness naturally. So meditation as a fundamental tool is naturally developing great emotional intelligence. Many crave for it because, a lot of times, how many of us have felt after we go through some emotional situations, we said, why did we react like that? We only look at it after the fact, but don't seem to be able to control it. Even at work, the biggest success factor is not how your intelligence is, but how you emotionally handle things. Daniel Goleman, who actually coined this word, emotional intelligence, is a pioneer who studied, who was a associate professor at Harvard. He studied about emotional impact at work. In one of the studies with his colleagues that he did, they found even among the professions which are highly intellectual, like the scientists, where a lot of intelligence is needed, when they surveyed, they found that the most successful people, the success factor that they recognized was emotional intelligence and not the IQ. Why? Because no matter how brilliant we are, unless we are able to present it, unless we are able to communicate with others, take others along in the ideas that we are generating, the most brilliant ideas may not have much value. Of course, we have a lot of studies now that show with meditation, our emotional regulation is naturally increasing. Graham, an astrophysicist who was highly skeptical about meditation. When he came into meditation practice, I think 6 to 8 weeks, he found that his emotional regulation was significantly increased. So let's understand, of course, yesterday, Chandra sir spoke about awareness and expression, the two cornerstone of the emotional intelligence, which is naturally getting developed. I'm sure many of you are experiencing it already. Increased awareness about yourself, about your thought, about your feeling. Because the moment we have the awareness, then we recognize, hey, we have a control. Because until we can be aware of where our emotion is getting triggered, why our emotions are getting triggered, we don't seem to be able to control it. And without control, of course, we don't know how to deal with it. So let's understand rest of the emotional intelligence pillars. But let's go into meditation, friends. As every day, we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation, a very, very, very simple practice, yet so profound. Where the goal is to empty the mind. As we empty the mind by simply observing the natural breath, whatever that is natural to us. As we observe the breath, our mind is becoming empty naturally. And as our mind is becoming empty, we experience that emptiness. We connect with that field, energy field, quantum field. Now, thoughts are very much part of this process. Again, we continue to emphasize on it. We're not trying to control our thoughts. This process is not about controlling the thoughts, but to recognize when we have thoughts, to bring back our attention to the breath. So we become friends with our thoughts. When the thoughts come during meditation, we don't say, hey, why are you coming? Why am I always having thoughts? We don't look to analyze. We don't like to get frustrated with it. They are just friends. And how do you deal with friends? You say, hey, come back later. I'm busy right now. I'm right now looking to go within. So every time we recognize we're thinking, we come back to our breath and we continue this process, because that's where the magic is. So before that, what we do is called as heart elevation, just as an add-on process to help us go deeper into this, into meditation. But there are many other benefits which we learned earlier. And the way we do it is by bringing an elevated emotion like love, gratitude, compassion in our heart. We can do that either by bringing those emotions naturally, or for those who who not able to do that in the beginning, you can recognize or remember any event in the past where you had experienced these emotions. You had a great celebration somewhere, or something that you were appreciated greatly, or your interaction with a child. Any of these events where you are experience those emotions, and you remember, you're naturally bringing it. And the moment we are bringing those elevated emotions, we feel connected, we feel one with everything and everybody. Higher emotions are always helping us to connect with everything and everybody. We feel that oneness. So we do that for a few minutes and then we go into breath mindfulness meditation, friends. Let's relax. If you're wearing specs, you can remove them.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and resting your attention on your beautiful heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. Feel it, dear friends. Notice the beat, the rhythm of your heart. Your inner knowingness. Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life with its higher vibrations of love, compassion, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply going into an experience of higher emotion? Imagine that you are experiencing great, beautiful nature. You're trekking into mountains. You're helping people in need. Live in that moment and feel that energy. And allow yourself to direct that energy onto everyone and everything on this planet to help them heal. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. relive that moment and feel that energy and spread that energy to everyone, to everything, or to those who are in need. The more you experience love, compassion, deep joy, the more coherent you become, the more connected you become. You and slowly let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. With your attention at the root of your nose, when you observe your breath, your mind becomes less and less of thought. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience the deeper calmness inside of you, all around you. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience emptiness, blackness. Where there's no body, where there's no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of wholeness, the field of oneness. The longer you stay aware of this emptiness, this energy, the more you become of it, the more you receive from it. Stay aware of the emptiness, that calmness, this field of energy, the field of creation. The more you are with it, with this emptiness, the more you tune in. To miraculous possibilities. The more expansive you become. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into that emptiness. This is your divine self, your greater mind. The more you are with it, the more whole you become, the more empowered you become. Friend, can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn and experience many things. Be grateful to this grand nature, the fish, the bird, the animal, the planet, stars, sun, moon, Mother Earth, for all the energy, beauty, mystery, and more in our life. For gratitude to everything you use, the system, the company, the governments, the technology that supports our life in many, many ways. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What have you seen? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you may open your eyes.
Okay, friends. Hope you had a wonderful meditation. Would anyone like to share your experience today? Many are expressing their gratitude. Wonderful. Emotional intelligence is essentially building first a great relationship with ourselves. With Master Geeta Madam shared in that video, I used to depend on others for emotional support. So I no longer need others to help me go through or deal with my emotions. Because you deal with yourself, you become a greatest friend of yourself. Now, what this does is to help build a great relationship with others, because you are experiencing that connection with others beautifully. You are no longer looking at others as a crutch. However, you are looking to understand them. You're looking to build better experience with everyone around us. So let's understand this emotional intelligence. As we learned yesterday, it starts with self-awareness. You keep hearing, I no longer react, I start responding. Because you suddenly start recognizing every situation, what your emotional triggers are, what your thoughts are. Viktor Frankl said, between stimulus and response, there is a gap. And in that gap is our power to choose. And in that choice lies our freedom. That gap is that self-awareness. That is the biggest freedom that we give to ourselves. Because you are no longer looking to get triggered by others. You're no longer worried or influenced by others in how you are responding. It's the biggest freedom that we can have. So we develop self-awareness naturally with meditation, and everything else falls into place. We start becoming more expressive, better at expressing. Expressing, many times that expression comes with silence too. We don't need we don't feel the need to prove ourselves. We express only when we feel what is right to be expressed. So self-awareness and self-expression is helping us to build the greatest relationship with ourselves first, and which is naturally leading to developing great relationship with others. We start becoming more inspirational to others. We inspire others, we also take great inspiration from others. We inspire others because we completely align with ourselves, our thoughts, emotional, our intention is aligned with our words and actions. We are not looking to manage others, we are looking to see what is right. So when we are fully aligned to what our true purpose is, what is right for us to do, rather than looking to manage others, we become accountable to ourselves. We do what is important, what is right. Not to manage not to manage others' expectations, but we do what is right, and what is right doesn't matter. It's not big or small. In the global conference, so many of Buddha CEOs came together. Many of them were doing things that probably they never would have done in their regular work. Maybe they may have great positions in where they are working, but that didn't matter. They would do the smallest to the biggest, because that was important in that context. Somebody would just lift a box, somebody would just go and see if everything was ready without anybody asking them. Yes, they may be the biggest leader in their work, but when it comes to the conference and everyone is coming together, they do their part because that is important in that context. So when we do that, we inspire many others. Santoshji here is doing so many things. Not because somebody is asking them or somebody is forcing them, but he feels it gives the greatest joy for himself. So we move from doing what is required, or what you move from what you love to love everything that you do. We take the greatest joy in everything that we do, and when we do with the greatest joy, then we inspire others, because we take inspiration from many others. Our actions becomes more inspired rather than, okay, I have to do this. When will this end? Many times we've been through that, and work becomes a chore. But instead, we love everything that we do. Of course, we do what we love. We take ownership of everything that is, we take up, any responsibility we take full ownership of it. No longer wait for others to ask what it is. First thing that came to me when I did my first 40-day programs, when I completed this 40 days, I never had a lot of experiences of meditations. But one thing that I felt was, when in an organization everyone meditates, that organization no longer have employees, everyone becomes entrepreneurs. That means they are accountable, they take ownership of everything, they do things, they innovate more. Customer relationship no longer becomes something that needs to be done. You feel joy because you see, that's the greatest way that you can, make the customer's life easy. So every work becomes, greatest inspiration for us to, live our life fully. In that sense, we also don't just brush off work as work, but look at things as, what can I do differently? So we start enjoying everything in our everyday life. Washing vessels becomes, greatest joy because you are fully involved in it. The result of that is that others take inspiration from you. They don't look at what you're saying, but what you're doing. Of course, our children is the best example. So we naturally become leaders as we align with everything that we are doing. And we then develop a lot of empathy. Fundamental part of empathy is having no judgment or no complaints. We don't judge others for what they are doing, but look to understand why they are doing what they are doing. We recognize that everything is an experience, and everybody is going through an experience for their own learning. So no complaints, no longer hey, why is this happening to me? Why is that person doing that? We no longer feel sorry for others. It's not sympathy, but empathy. We no longer feel that, okay, this person is so poor, so he's going through so much of challenge, poor guy. We no longer say that. We take inspiration from how they are going through that challenge and stop offering unnecessary help. No, this empathy has multiple levels. There's a cognitive empathy, there is a social empathy. Cognitive empathy means, okay, there is intellectual understanding. Okay, there's somebody needs help. Let me offer help. Social constructs. Okay, there is, there is a disaster. I go and help. Feel joy. I support others' physical needs. But the spiritual empathy is where we feel truly connected with others. We feel others as one with us. So when somebody in your team is going through a challenge, we no longer judge them and saying, hey, you have to leave all of that and get your work done. You have to be professional. We say that. Instead, we look to take time to understand what they are going through and help them navigate through that situation. And of course, we get meditation to them, because we know when somebody practices meditation, they are solving many of their challenges on their own. So we treat everyone as one, and that spiritual empathy means we are truly connected. We recognize everyone's experience as something that they are going through for their own learning. So no longer we judge, we no longer complain about situations, which is naturally helping us to allow a lot of failures. When we give that freedom for somebody to fail, there's a lot more innovation that comes through. They're no longer worried, what if I go wrong here? Everything is a learning process. But and At the same time, we look at what is it that I can learn from this. Every situation becomes a learning for our own growth. So how can I be more communicative? How can I be better at communicating to others? Instead of judging somebody, you see what is it that different that I can do. That's a great way to also build relationship. Your team members are no longer afraid to come and talk to you. They're no longer worried what will he or she think if I say this. So we are moving from what's in it for me to what's in it for everyone. How can I change to make it simple for everyone? How can I make it easy for everyone? How can I make a difference to everyone so that the entire group benefits? Every situation is more to allow everyone to grow rather than as a problem to be solved. And of course, when we become more empathetic, we start engaging, we start showing a lot more leadership skills. And the first and foremost is we learn to listen to others. We learn to work with others. We want everyone to come together and work on a common cause. How many of you are already feeling that, okay, now that I am benefiting from meditation, how do I take it to others? How do I involve my family? How do I have my colleagues also take this greatest benefit? So we start taking more initiatives. We no longer are satisfied with our own growth. We want everyone to benefit. We feel oneness with everyone. So we want everyone to grow. Initiatives doesn't seem, again, comes out of inspiration. We take responsibility not just for ourselves, but for everyone. And we learn to work together rather than, okay, it's my job, I'm done, that's it. So in your team, somebody, if a team is struggling to finish a project, you no longer look at, okay, my job is done, I'm going home. And you say, hey, how can I support everyone's work? How can we deliver together? We become a natural leader as we recognize that everyone is a whole. We are not just individuals. So in your community, you start taking ownership of things, where you would blame others or blame government, blame, the economy. You start taking ownership and say, how can I make a difference here? So you're no longer looking to follow somebody's lead. You become a leader by yourself. It's not about how big or small the initiative is. It's about taking that initiative with that understanding that, everyone should benefit from this. So friends, this whole emotional intelligence, as we continue to understand, as we build these relationships, there's so much that we can learn, so much we can implement. This all comes with our own practice. Of course, we can understand more by this book, Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. He started when his whole research on impact of emotions with work, when he was doing this research, he came to India and got to understand meditation, and he started practicing. And he spent a few months here in India. And out of his own experience, and of course, then further research that he did, he came out with this 5 pillars of emotional intelligence. Recognizing that that is the most important aspect of our own success, anyone's success. So it's a wonderful book to read. And of course, there are many, many books. Conversation with God is a must read when you want to understand why everyone is going through what they're going through. There's a book called Awakened Family, especially if you want to deal with your children, by Shefali Sabari. An amazing book where you recognize, hey, as a parent, you are not just there to order some or tell your children, but how do you engage with them? How do you listen to them? My biggest learning from coming into meditation was how to be friends with my son. From my understanding that he has to listen to what I have to say, to see, he has his learning, he has his own journey to take. All I'm doing is just facilitating that. In a recent visit to a school called Muni International, saw children learning those fundamental principles. And one of them was, I am responsible. It's amazing how children at that age are learning to see, I am responsible. That means I am responsible for both good and bad. No longer dependent on others. I don't blame others. Whether I'm doing good or bad, whatever consequences, I am responsible. That means so much emotionally they are centered. So thank you, friends. Yes, Sridevi Madam, any?
Yeah, yes, sir. We have one announcement about the upcoming Amrit program. It's in July. It's a 5-day intensive meditation program online. Akhanda Dhyana. It's by Dr. Chandra Pulamarasetti. And it's from July 6th through 10th from 4 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. And please, everyone, take the advantage. It's really whoever helps for a deep, intense meditation, longer meditations. Here we do 35 to 40 minutes every day, but there it's a 3.5 hours for 5 days. Every day you have longer meditations. That's when truly the deeper transformation happens. I have attended these advanced meditation retreats in person and also Amrit online one. The experience is amazing, amazing. So please take the advantage. That's all we have, sir.
Wonderful. Yes. Akhanda Dhyana is a great opportunity for us to break our own barrier about what we think we can. From a time that I was thinking that I cannot sit for 10 minutes, to sit for 3 hours, 6 hours. Of course, what it also means, we are spending so much time with that field, that we are connecting with everything and everybody, giving us ourselves a greatest opportunity to experience the infinite. Yes, it's a must for everyone to at least try it once, and of course you get hooked on, as Sridevi Madam said.
Yes.
Okay.
Friends, if
All
you
right.
have any questions, please type in the Q&A chat, or please raise your
Yeah.
hand so you can unmute.
You normally close it and then we can come back.
Okay. Yeah.
So thank you, friends. We'll meet back again tomorrow for another session. Those of you who want to leave, but of course we'll stay back for some more Q&A if anyone has any questions. I want to share, time to share, as we've been, about 3 weeks, more than 3 weeks now. It's the 4th week into this program. So love to listen to your experience after this break. Yes. Yes, Sagar.
Maybe there
What's
is a
happening?
technical glitch. It's okay.
Okay, sure. So anyone would like to share, or yes,
Yeah.
Dekar, yes. Can we bring
Let's unmute. Can you unmute, sir? Okay, I unmuted. I think you can unmute, sir.
yes. Yes, Dekar.
Okay.
Namaskaram.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Rakesh ji, and thank you, Sri Devi. So this has been a amazing journey for me last 25 days. Every session that I do meditation, I'm going a little bit more deeper and deeper and deeper. And more, I'm able to transcend my body and the mind. So previously, I mean, the emptying the mind, the concept, right? So either emptying the mind or zero thoughts, I consider the same, similar. I wouldn't say same, similar. But I used to have zero thoughts, after 10 minutes of meditation or something like that before. I used to do, I'm still doing the meditation. So I used to do 15 minutes meditation. So zero thoughts used to come to me in about 10, that state is about 10 minutes. But now, I think with a couple of breaths watching, I'm there. So I thought, wow, there are no thoughts, just the silence and that energy and the silence is so golden, so I would say, so blissful that you can stay there forever. I mean, if I like to stay, maybe 5, 7 hours, probably I can. Because I'm not feeling anything, my body or my mind, and it's so pleasant, so actually more than pleasant, it's more blissful. And you don't get that feeling with anything, with any dessert or any, physical act, or mental thing or anything. You don't get that. It's something, that kind of feeling you get. And you want to stay there for a long, long time. And one of the things I noticed is as I'm growing in this spiritual dimension, and the service and the empathy and the need for solving the bigger problems is actually growing stronger and stronger in me. Before that, I said, hey, we'll help one school, one tribal school, 130 students. We'll make a difference. Now I'm thinking, why not the entire tribal population of India? And why not the entire Indian population of United States? And why not the entire rural population of your United States, entire rural population of India? So, and, I was trying to help the, students become entrepreneurs. And I have this lofty goal, set myself, that I would find and nurture 23 Elon Musks in India. People thought I'm crazy guy. So having one Elon Musk itself is tough. You're talking about 23 Elon Musks. But after doing this Buddha CEO meditation, and if I can introduce this meditation to these students who are going through IITs and IIMs in India, which we are doing right now, by the way. We are teaching entrepreneurship to the students in IITs and IIMs. And I like to reach all 45 IITs and IIMs. So we are about 10 IITs and IIMs we are doing. So I was confident that if we go on that path, we'll certainly find and nurture the Elon Musk. But now with Buddha CEO, I'm kind of thinking we can actually accelerate and find those, accelerate in terms of creating that awareness about themselves. And these kids are very sharp. It's just that they just have to believe in themselves and know themselves and pick a problem that impacts the whole world. And success is there, just like Elon Musk. So I'm also confident that, so in fact, I had Ramesh join our Moonpreneur call today. And there are 700 students are going through IIT, IIM, and Andhra Sabha students. 700 of them are going through entrepreneurship program, boot camp. So what this boot camp is, I said, a lot of Indians are coming to United States, Silicon Valley, and they are becoming very successful in Silicon Valley. But why not we take the whatever Silicon Valley has, the mindset and the methodology and the culture to our students in IITs and IIMs. And with that, I came across Alok Jain, who is the product of IIT Delhi. And he also said, Dave, we need to do something for our country. I said, let's do this. Let's, nurture and create 23 Elon Musk. And if Elon Musk is already on the verge of creating $2 trillion wealth. One Tesla and the other one is SpaceX. If we find and nurture 23 Elon Musk, $46 trillion of wealth will be created in India. And that will lift up all the people. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, that if we can get the meditation to these students, we could do that. The third one, I was trying to get the youth know themselves at a very early age, like realization, what our people call, whether it's a self-realization, guru help realization, whatever it is. If they realize who they are, like in 20s, I think we will have an amazing world. And so that's another thing I'm thinking, let's create more Buddhas. Why only one? We can create more Buddhas. So anyway, I just do, it's already late. I don't want to take them a lot of time, but overall, what I'm finding this program is my meditation is very, deepening. And now I don't have fear. I can meditate more than 15 minutes, and I can be there in the blissful state as long as I want. So that is, a good realization I got. And the another realization I got, that if I can have the young people in 20s get to know and realize who they are. And I've seen the people who realized in 20s, whether it's a Narendra Modi or whether it's Elon Musk, whether it's Sri Ravi Shankar, whether it's a Sadhguru, you see what's the impact they're creating, because they knew who they are in 20s. And if we can do that, we will create an amazing world. And every one of us have responsibility to do that. And every one of us should start with ourselves first, and then go to our children, no matter what. They are teenage children, college-going children, just graduated children, doesn't matter. Introduce them the concept of meditation just for their emotional being, emotional wellness. And as they see the benefit, as they go deeper into exploring the question, who am I think they will find the answer. And once they find the answer, you can't stop them. Nobody can stop them. And that's why I thought I'll do this with my employees. And Rakesh ji, you're really doing amazing job. You'll see, more and more of my employees, spouses, and children participating and getting enlightened. And I'm looking forward to that.
Wonderful, Degaru. Yes, absolutely. I think the key is give them meditation. Everything else will follow when they know themselves. It's an amazing vision that you have. Ultimately, there is acceleration. There is a time acceleration. We see that in the last 20 years, so much change.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation is a great acceleration tool for the ultimate growth, which is knowing who we are.
Mm-hmm.
When we give it to them, then absolutely everything is possible. One part is wealth, but truly doing things what is important, what is right, in the context of everyone, not just for myself. When we bring that understanding to youth, of course, everyone needs to understand that. Then, of course, then our job is done.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, each one of you're spending time. I mean, I know you're starting for our class at 5:30 in the morning, and staying late, and still fresh and energetic. And I need to learn a lot from you, actually. So yeah, it's an amazing thing every one of you are doing, and it's making an impact. And the more wars, the more strife, more differences, more conflicts means we have more work to do. So this is the only way we can bring the peace and stability and the growth, prosperity, harmony, and for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. And everything is possible when we
Yes.
bring meditation. So
Mm.
thank you. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Amazing. I think you're now looking to add meditation on everything that you're doing, which is absolutely inspiring. And I'm sure, you will also see this grow much, much more. You
Yeah,
feel
what
that deep satisfaction when
yeah,
you do meditation, because then you give money. Okay, next year again they come back with more grants. They give meditation, then they find their own way, right?
actually they can manifest the money, as much money they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that when I started my meditation journey, I didn't have enough money, but suddenly money was appearing in, shiploads. I just didn't realize, oh my gosh. So money is not a problem now. It's the ideas, it's the execution, it's you know, the organization, resources, and I'm also attracting the people and the resources and the things that I need to, advance in my life. So it's all happening automatically. It's this Moonpreneur program with a IIT Delhi alumni based in Silicon Valley just happened when I said I need to create 23 landmarks. And so, this Alok Jain, he said, hey, I have a company called Moonpreneur. And I really like that name. I said, wow, he's actually literally shooting the people onto the moon. And what Elon Musk is trying to do, if you see his vision, he wants to create a moon base. And from there, he will launch rockets and satellites and everything. So moon base is going to become an amazing base for us. And it's happening. So yeah,
Yes, everything is an experience. We looking consciousness is looking to experience in all different ways.
Mhm.
So that's what we are doing, and that's what Elon Musk or anyone is looking to do as continue to innovate in a way we can have all different experiences. So we learn and grow. So thank you, Degaru. Absolutely, we'll continue in that journey. We'll see you taking this more and more. We are there to support in many ways. Thank you.
There's one more, Sanjay ji.
Yes.
I think you can unmute and start sharing.
Yes, thanks a lot, Rakesh and Sridevi ji. The experience of this 21, we just did about 21 days, has been actually very, very amazing. I don't know why I'm getting so much of energy and so much of positivity. But after I complete the meditation, I feel there's a lot of energy in me. But I just want to understand what is the science behind it. Just a simple process of observing a breath can give you so much of change. What is the science behind it? I'm just curious about it.
We spoke about this, I think, in the second week. If you want, you can go back. But essentially, I'll just summarize since you have asked here. When we are in our day-to-day life, when we are experiencing life through our physical senses, like eyes, ears, those 5 senses that we have, we are experiencing life. We are only experiencing a limited portion of that infinite. Now, quantum physics says we are that energy, right? We are fundamentally energy. We are not this physical body of mass, the shape and everything that we are seeing. When we close our eyes and observing breath, we are withdrawing attention from the senses, from the external senses, which means we are withdrawing attention from 0.0001% of who we are. The moment we withdraw the attention, then we recognize that what else is remaining is energy. So we are experiencing energy. So the more we practice, we become that energy. We're no longer limiting ourselves to the physical experience that we are having. So that's the base answer. But of course, this can only be experienced. No matter how much we talk about it, until we come and practice meditation, it is just somebody telling. But as you're saying, absolutely, you are experiencing that. More and more we go inside and see who we are. We recognize we are that energy. And then there's infinite to experience there.
Thank you. What happens is after say about 10 minutes, when you're just observing the breath, then you forget everything. Just see your breath moving up and down in a rhythm. And that state is very nice. This is what I feel. Then you just forget your body and everything else. Just your breath and you.
At some point, you would want to even move beyond your breath. Breath is a very subtle observation. We don't hold on to the breath too. Breath is a starting point for us to withdraw attention from our physical senses, what we are seeing, what we are hearing, and everything, our thoughts. So breath is a starting point, and as we observe, and then becomes more and more subtle. At some point, you even probably forget that you're breathing. You're just becoming a witness to everything and that you're seeing or experiencing at that point in time. And you go much, much beyond your mind.
Yeah, understood. I have another fundamental question then, that why should one meditate? Is it to become grounded, to become more stable? What is the objective? Why should, if somebody asks me why are you meditating, what should I tell him? Why am I doing it?
Why are you meditating?
I am doing it because somebody inspired me to do it.
No,
And
but what are you experiencing now? Why do you think everyone should meditate?
Yeah, experiencing wonderful things, very nice things. I'm from Delhi, and it's been a very nice experience for me to do meditation. But the question is, why should one meditate? Does he want some stability in life or want some positivity or what?
For anything and everything.
Okay.
And again, what we say is based on our experience. Somebody comes for some reason to meditate, whatever that reason may be. We know we've been learning, right? Meditation helps in our health, emotional intelligence, our ability to create whatever that we want, heal our relationship, heal our physical body, heal our create a great mental wellness. There are many, many different reasons why anybody comes. But then once you come in, then you start exploring, and you know there's so much more that you gain from meditation. You can share your experience. That's all that is required, because then you know why you came in, or somebody told you, but now you are staying for things that you probably didn't experience before. You are experiencing much, much more, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true. I am experiencing a lot of good things. I just out of my own experience. I mean, that is true.
So what changed for you?
I don't know what changed from me, but after I complete meditation, I feel like going for a jog. I feel a lot of positivity. I feel a lot of energy. And whole day remains very good. I've only felt the change. This kind of change I felt. And of course, there would be other changes also, which I may be less reacting. I may be sort of insulated from external events. Because once you meditate, sitting for 1 hour, 45 minutes, without irrespective of whatever discomfort you're feeling, it's a training in being able to bear the discomfort. And you don't get affected by external events because of meditation. Just sitting for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes without moving is itself is a good challenge to pass through.
Wonderful. That's it. If you are fully energetic all the time, what else do you need? You can do anything that you want. You no longer feel, oh, this is, I can't do this, I can't do that. But if you really want to experience something, you can do anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
Isn't it an amazing sense of freedom that you have?
Yes, I think it is so simple. You can do this practice anywhere, any point of time, and get your energy back.
Awesome. That's it. That's your answer for your friend who is asking.
You just need 10 minutes to sort of get back to your positive energy. So it's so fantastic, so amazing, so beautiful practice. So all what I can say.
Wonderful, Sanjay. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Great experience that we are hearing. Thank you for sharing. And of course, I'm sure now you will look to see your friends, family, others also take it up. With your energy, with your conviction, I'm sure others will see that they also want to experience it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Rakesh sir, just do we have time for just one more question is in the Q&A? I'll ask
Sure.
that. By
Yes.
Navina ji, she says, every time I sit for meditation, I have a feeling of my legs get numb. My lower back starts to pain.
You can, again, these are all temporary discomfort. If it's feeling numb, you can, if you're sitting on the floor, you can change your position, maybe sit on a chair. That's what more comfortable. If you're some pain, yes, this is part of meditation experience. You can experience, and you go through with it, and at some point it will disappear. But if you are sitting uncomfortably and based on how you are sitting, remember that your body comfort, you just take back support where required. No need to sit erect if your body is not used to it, especially in the beginning days. So over a period of time, as you continue your practice, all this will go off, right? So till then, you can have a very comfortable position sitting on the chair. You're not used to sitting on the floor, and taking back support wherever required, right? Remember, we don't need to have a spine erect, because as you go and you want to do longer and longer, you will naturally develop all of that. Okay. Hope that helps.
Thank you, sir. That's all I think I have.
But if you're going through some pain, sometimes some people go through, experience some pain in the body. Look to just observe them and go through with it. Many of these pains are what we call as energy experiences. So as much as you can, just observe it, let it go. But if it becomes unbearable, then you are not able to sit in meditation, then you shift your position.
There is a Gen AI X sharing, sir. Wanted to share today's session. It took some time to get in the groove. I noticed I was forcing the breath initially. After releasing that, the breath became subtle and effortless with hardly any thoughts and a deep silent presence. For a while, I started hearing and feeling Om Namah Shivaya. I checked whether I was chanting it and clearly saw I was not the mantra was, I was not. The mantra was coming from the breath itself with the luminosity. It stayed in that mode for a while. The analytical mind then arrived with the question of whether the experience was real, and at that point it faded. After this, I felt kind of a burning at the position of the heart zone, but clearly not the physical body. At that same time, I was perceiving the outer cosmos both held together, the burning located at the heart zone position and the cosmic perception coexisting in the same awareness. Throughout, I observed without grasping. The perceptions came and passed. So something steady, witnessed all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He or she can share, some other day when everyone is around, more people are there. Amazing experience. All these experiences come just to show that we are much, much bigger than this body. Not just this body, we are beyond that. Because our analytical mind is always looking to give a reason or try to find, what and why of it. The best thing to do is just become a witness to it, any experience, and allow it to happen. We want to be going beyond these experiences. Initially, these experiences are telling us and confirming to our subconscious that this is, what our true reality is. As long as we don't hold on to those experiences, we don't say, I want those experiences again and again, because you want to have different experiences every time. Wonderful. So yes, I think we should have them share some other time. Thank you.
I'll quickly read one more just from the Zoom user and we will close. One Zoom user, they said, I carried myself to the mountain and felt totally merged with the mountain. I was totally dissolved and didn't exist other than the mountain itself.
Okay. They're all oneness experiences. Amazing. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, friends. Will you close, Sridevi Madam?
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for joining. It's a wonderful session. Thank you. And we will see you all tomorrow for tomorrow's session. Thank you and have a great day and good evening.
Of creating a life I love. I am learning to trust myself and make peace with what I can't control. I always have a say in who I am today, and I can always change who I'm becoming. This is my life. I'm my own hero. Nobody but me can decide where I will go. This is my time. No matter what life throws, I always have the power to change my state of mind. This is my life. This is my life. Owning all of my past mistakes, moving forward with more confidence. I don't know what the future holds, but I choose to count my blessings every day. I always have a say in who I am today.